Obviously, you re-signed 4 today. I guess just tell me about kind of what went into the decision to bring those 4 guys back.
Well, the 4 players we signed today, Binkley, Shaw, Stewart, and Petrozelli, we thought last year that they were 4 of our better, hardworking players. Uh, they get the Comet way and how we like to play and the style of play we like to have. So with these 4 guys, it wasn't a difficult decision to bring him back, and these 4 will start to help us build the new core of the team with all the departures we've had from last year and the year before. I think these 4 guys will be part of the core of the Comets moving forward. I think they're all solid players. They're all solid people, and we're very excited to have them come back next year for us.
How nice is it now to kind of have that core established and kind of have a little bit of that roster put together and have some guys to build around now?
Well, the core will probably be another 2 or 3 or 4 guys with the total core when we're done with it. But no, it's good. I think they're good signings for us. I think the fans will like them. Brady Shaw was our leading scorer. Petrozelli was our Mr. Hustle Award winner. Jason Binkley started off slow, but really came on. And when he got hurt, broke his arm and stuff, he was playing the best that he had been playing all year. So, I think, and Chase Stewart was a good rookie that came in. When he came back the second time, after he left school, he was nursing a high ankle sprain, so he really wasn't that effective late in the season in the playoffs for us. But he's a good young kid, and I think all 4 of them, I think our fans will go for.
How many guys from last year's roster who you didn't re-sign today are you still looking at bringing back next year? Are there still some guys from last year's team that could be back next season?
Yeah, we're talking with Camras. We're talking with him. We've qualified Campana, Hope, and Lowney, so we'll have their rights going forward. So there might be another 2 or 3 guys from last year, but I would say 6 or 7 at the most coming back from last year's team.
Obviously, Shaftsma won't be back next year. I guess when you reflect back on kind of his career in Fort Wayne and what he's meant to this organization over the last few years, what kind of things come to mind?
Well, he's a professional. He's a professional. He was a great captain for us. He was a great leader on the team. But as a player, when you're 37, it's probably your playing days are limited, and we just couldn't find room for him in the coaching part of it. But that's all about putting the team together this year. We'll find a new captain. We'll find 2 new alternate captains, and I don't think that'll be an issue. We're going to pay special attention to the leadership part of the team and make sure we get good character guys.
How's the transition been? How's it been working with Ben so far?
Good, good. Ben and Olivier are in the office every day working, looking up players, checking players out, making calls, talking to agents. They were both at the NHL draft last week, so they made a lot of good contacts out there. But no, things are going well so far.
One last one. Obviously, an affiliation still up in the air. I guess, do you have any updates as far as a potential affiliation for next year?
Well, we're still talking to the Las Vegas people. We're still hopeful that'll happen, and we're talking to another NHL team about the possibility of having a player-by-player working agreement. That's something we're working on at the same time. So, the bottom line with the contracted players from the American League and the NHL, we've got to have a few more of those guys on our team this year. We only had one higher level contracted player last year, and they're usually good players, and they fit the salary cap real well too. So it's a goal of ours to have more higher level contracted players on the roster than what we did last year. That could mean maybe 3 to 4 guys total, maybe 5.